Yes, yes, yes. Or should I say, no, no, no. Rafi lost some money tonight. I put a £3 bet on that Tyson Fury would win via points. But alas, it was not meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Tyson Fury had his hand up, but he needs to take him down because the judges scored the fight, all three of them unanimously scored the fight 16, 16, what was it, 16-12, 16-12 for, and still Alexander Usyk. OMG. Okay? So, I didn't have a horse in the race. I'm not particular fans of either of these cats, although I do respect their ability. But it became clear to me during the fight that Alexander Usyk is clearly the better boxer of the two, clearly and unambiguously. When you look at skill for skill, I'm afraid to say that the Ukrainian, the man from the Ukraine, is clearly the superior boxer. Tyson Fury, we've always said he looks sloppy, but people, counter out, well, that's part of his game. He could be better, but he likes to keep it loosey-goosey and sloppy. No, 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 no. He technically looked terrible. Tyson Fury technically looked terrible in there. I still had it as a relatively competitive fight. Tyson Fury looking very disappointed there. I had it as a relatively competitive fight. I could have had it. My score was one. Where is my scorecard? Hold on. My scorecard was 113. Tyson Fury 115 for Alexander Usyk. But I could see some swing rounds in there. I could clearly see some swing rounds in there. But to be honest, I think the right man won. Alexander Usyk was the one who was bringing the bringing the fight. He was taking the fight to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was a defensive fighter for the most part. Deontay Wilder made Tyson Fury look like a killer, absolute killer, and I think that on reflection, that was a fraud on the general public, and I think that the government bodies need to look into that trilogy, the fraud that was committed on the boxing public, because it made Tyson Fury look like an absolute killer, whereas Alexander Usyk made Tyson Fury look very, very sloppy. That said, I think it was reasonably competitive. I wouldn't have been surprised by someone coming up with a 14-14 draw. I only had it 1 point off a draw. Of course, I had Tyson Fury winning the first fight, if you go back and listen to my commentary. So I'm not saying Tyson Fury is terrible. I'm just saying Alexander Usyk is better. And I wish that Tyson had won the first fight, because I think he deserved to win the first fight, certainly on my scorecard. But second time around, Alexander Usyk was just better. Overall, I couldn't purchase the fight because I had lost my debit card. Or was it a credit card? You tell me. Last week or the week before. And so now when I go to make purchases, I have to update my details. And just wasn't happening for me with DAZN or other methods. So I had to send Jeeves up on the roof. Actually, I just used the last settings from the aerial twizzle. And that's how I watched the fight. It's not ideal. It's not the way I prefer to watch a fight. I prefer to make my purchases. However, I watched the fight via that method. I must be honest, to me, it was a lackluster affair. I'm not mad that I didn't pay for it. It was a lackluster affair. But Alexander Usyk edged it. Once again, it wasn't a runaway train for me, but he edged it and proved he was the better boxer. And then, of course, Daniel Dubois stormed the stage, stormed the ring, slightly after Alexander started his interview, and said, yeah, we want it again so we can right the injustice. Well, he's got to get through Joseph Parker first, has Daniel Dubois, which is no simple task. So we'll have to get that on and popping and see how that works out. Hopefully, I would like to see a rematch. Although Joseph Parker versus Alexander Usyk, that wouldn't be the worst fight in the world, would it? That'd be quite interesting also. So, there you have it. Alexander Usyk beats Tyson Fury in a lackluster rematch as Dubois storms the ring. So what say you? Have your say. Get your opinions in there. I know a lot of people are going to be hurt that the Rusky, the Ukrainian man, beat the Brit. But you weren't so many of the same people weren't so hurt when the Ukrainian dancer beat Joshua, were they? So you can't have it both ways, can you, Mocha? Alright. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Maybe I'll do a live Sunday afternoon around 3 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, it's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And I am out. Just like Tyson Fury.